we have cleaned the entire stretch of around 5 kilometers. So we have found this year, in compared to the last year, the plastic bags are reduced in the sense the carry bag, and the more number of the styrofoams like the thermocols and the styrofoams are very much more we have seen in this standard in the beaches. And also we have found on the olive ridley, which has been the flipper was cut down and it was a dead one. We have seen when we are cleaning the beaches. So, and we have found more the glasses, like the plastic glasses and bottles, the caps. So when compared to the previous year, we found very less the plastic bottles and the plastic bags. So the awareness may be of a good thing. They have reached to the people by not using the plastic bags. But now we have the styrofoams. Maybe some foreign countries, they may dump in our oceans. Along the currents, it can standard over here. It can be cause a huge problem because they won't degrade very easily. So likewise, we need to take proper steps for avoiding the dumping of the styrofoams in the oceans. So this thing which we have observed during our data collection for this coastal cleanup day. Thank you.
So today we had the coastal cleanup program. Chennai, it has a very beautiful coast. It's said to be one of the largest stretch. And this coast, actually coasts are a fragile ecosystem. And you find number of organisms in the sandy shores of the Chennai coast. And today when we had this coastal cleanup, we were able to find a wide array of substances which were very different from what we saw in the previous year. The thing is, last year we were given a different stretch, there though it was a recreational beach, and today's stretch also was a recreational beach, but we found that there is a transition and people have started understanding that plastics are really they have drastic effects. And so we found there is a reduction, or almost the use of plastic bags was almost nil. But instead of it, we found materials, like packaging materials were more in number, like your Lay's packets, biscuits packets, all that were more. And not only that, this stretch has fishing villages, and so we found that because of the post-tsunami effect, like when fishing materials were being distributed by the NGOs, now there is a different set of debris which contains your fishing nets, which is made of plastic materials, and even the FRP boats. Okay, when the outer layer, when it starts degrading, what happens is you find their pieces also are found along the coast. So this was what we found today. And apart from that, since lots of construction activities is going on along the coast, and another set of debris that we found was because of the labourers, construction labourers, which you find all along the stretch, you find them using gutkas, pan parags, they're found in large numbers. Even toothpastes, small tubes of this thing, toothbrushes, all that were found. So this is not used by the common people. This is someone they come, use it and throw it off. And after probably 2 or 3 years, when most of the construction activities is over, this type of debris will not be found, but it might be replaced with something else. So it's better we realize how that society is transforming and how transition is taking place, and if we can realize that, accordingly we can take some measures to stop it or reduce it. And you have 3 ways by which you can manage your waste. That is, you have 3 mantras. One is either you reduce it, recycle it, or reuse it. So recycling can be done. Most of the plastics that we get can be recycled, or we can use products which can be used again. It can be not for need not be not necessary for the thing for which they have been manufactured. It can be used for something else also. And for that we have to sensitize the society. That's very important. And it's not enough that we come once in a year, clean up and go. It should be a long-term basis. And this can be done only with the help of the society and the people who are actually stakeholders. Okay, thank you.
So this is it's fine to have collecting all the debris from the coastal area. It is a remarkable things to be taken out this day. Really to be able thankful to the that these organization and NGOs involved by this to be carried out. I have to be congratulating all the organizers and everyone. So I have to be an oceanographer, that one need to be taken out and to be keen issue for the entire coastal area all over the world. I have to be, so I am very proud of you to join with this venture, that collected all the debris. I have to be more aware of the NOAA. They are very much deal with the collecting all the debris in the coastal area and mainly from the biosphere reserve. It's a great impact over the fauna and flora for the coastal and marine ecosystem, mainly for the intertidal region, we can call as a littoral regions. All the animals, they may falsely they may taken out these, take it as a feed, and they may go that may not be properly digested by the intestine. That create a lot of problems to the animals. Some of the polythene bags that will be standard in the coastal area not been degraded. Really, it's a great impact over that. Not only for the coastal area, for the fauna and flora which is in the intertidal region, it's to be great impact. I think so. That's be good and efficient. We can do in largely in the coastal area that will benefit to the not only for these the fauna and flora, and apart from the coastal folk and the peoples rely on the coastal area and the beaches, that will be really good for them to we can extend our life. If you do continue this to be a great impact over the coastal peoples, not only for the coastal people, all the people those who are inland, that's a big great problem. Fish is a good protein for that one. That we go for the fish, that ultimately the fish will be degraded. That's a heavy impact. It's really good and that should be efficient. We have to protect the ecosystem by which we can degrade all the things.